lot of times when we're doing skewers, we are doing it on a grill, right? We're either roasting them, right? So there's nothing wrong with that per se, but those types of cooking techniques tend to, like we said before, increase those advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. So if you think about it, it's kind of like speeding up the rusting process for a car, okay? That's essentially what you're doing, because when you're using those specific types of cooking techniques, for example, barbecuing, you're doing over charcoal and grilling, you're creating that burnt edges, which I'm sure tastes great, and I know I love it, but what that does in the body is that it actually is very pro-oxidant. So you might have heard of antioxidant, which is chemicals naturally found in the body and also in fruits and vegetables used to combat pro-oxidants. So eventually, if you think about your body, okay, eventually rusting out, when you are speeding that process up by doing cooking techniques like barbecuing, grilling, things like that. So a different way of doing the skewers, for example, is we're actually just going to be parboiling it, meaning that we're bringing the water up to a boil and we're only cooking it down for 1 minute, 2 minutes at most, and then we're going to put it under running water to stop the cooking process. Okay, makes sense? So we're going to take the creminis, okay, which take a little bit longer. We have, I've chopped up quartered bell peppers, right? And then we also have our red onions, okay? And then you're gonna take your nifty wooden skewers and then skewer them, okay? And then we're gonna cook them down, running over water to stop it, and then skewer them, and then we're gonna do the teriyaki sauce. So I'm gonna put the creminis here, okay? So we're gonna be doing this because I want this to be actually cooked down, we're gonna be doing this for 2 to 3 minutes approximately. When you're doing bell peppers and your red onions, those are gonna be literally a minute, under a minute, so because you don't wanna cook it all the way down. How you know whether you've done too much is actually the change of color, right? I definitely advocate eating some raw in your diet, but you know, when it's not raw, you definitely want to actually cook it down as well. And interestingly enough, certain foods actually increase their nutritional profile when you're actually cooking it. For example, carrots and tomatoes. So while I'm running this over water, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw these guys in. Now, why do you want to run it over running water? Because you want to be able to stop the cooking process. If you don't, what it tends to do is the residual heat will continue to cook it. So the best way to actually stop it is to put it into an ice bath, okay? We don't need to do that because skewers don't need to be room temperature or cold, so we run it under running water. And the reason why you want to parboil this is that you want to, you don't want to cook it all the way because you want it to be still crunchy, you want to retain color. So basically what we're going to do is before we put the sauce on, we were just going to skewer our veggies. And this is a fun recipe to do with your kids, to have your kids involved. And as you can see, what we're doing is we're trying to layer them in different colors as well. So you can use cremini mushrooms. You could go a little bit larger and go with the portobello mushrooms as well. So teriyaki sauce is Japanese, and what we're going to do is, you know, teriyaki is it's savory, it's sweet, it's tangy, right? So what we're going to do is that we're going to take some tamari. You could either use rice vinegar. Now, traditional teriyaki sauce, you can put sugar. We're gonna use date syrup, which is basically mashed down dates until a syrup comes out. Make sure you don't want to burn it, so lower down the heat. And then the blended pineapple, only using a smidge. So you want to bring it up to a boil and then bring it down to a simmer. You don't want to burn it, and you want to be able to heat it where it coats the back of a spoon, for example. So as you can see, it's becoming more of a thicker consistency. Okay, and then we just finish it off with a little bit cilantro. And there you have it, pineapple teriyaki skewers. So guys, remember that a good meal that's good for you doesn't have to break the bank. And remember that you're also investing in your health, so you can save on a hospital and ER visit, so you can live a high quality life and be able to connect and enjoy the loved ones that you have in front of you. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you good health. Take care.